Hi everyone, welcome back today to Glitz and Glitter. I have a new product that's been in my eBay store for a little while, but I just haven't used them yet on a video. And these are the cutest, adorable little feet. These are silicone inlays, and you will get 10 of them to an order if you order these from me. They will either be in blue or they will be in a clearish white color, depending on what I have made at the time, but they're basically the exact same thing. So you're going to get 5 right feet and 5 left feet. So today I'm going to do something with them, and this is a cake pan. It's a silicone cake pan. It's a 7-inch mold. We had bought these when me and Dawn did the paper towel holders, and 4 came to a set on Amazon. So I have 4 of these things to use. So I'm so excited. And I didn't know what to use them in. And then I'm like, I want to create a footprints in the sand with the scripture on there. And I'm going to do it in layers, but I'm going to do it the opposite way. I'm not going to throw these in first. I'm actually going to put them from the top into the silicone like that. So I'm going to do the project the way I'm going to be looking at it, because I want a beach scene, but I don't want to do it upside down, because a beach scene does not work upside down, because you have to do the layers of your colors properly and the sand properly. So we're going to do it upside down, and I'm hoping it works because I'm on camera now. So I'm going to mix up some resin and some sand. Now I have my local sand here, which is from Siesta Key, which is crushed quartz. It's a white sand, but when you get resin on it, it does turn a little bit darker, but that's really, really pretty. Now there are little bits and pieces, but I'm not going to really worry about that because that's natural sand. There are stuff in it. So I'm going to actually cover the whole base in sand, because if you think about it, the whole ocean floor is sand. So when you pour the blue waters on it, it's okay to see the sand underneath. Actually, I think it would look more natural to see the sand underneath. So my first layer, and I'm going to be using my fast cure for this layer, the sand layer, just so it cures up faster and gets tacky quicker, because I don't need it to be completely cured before I add the water to it. So I'm just going to mix up about 3 or 4 ounces of resin, put some sand in there, get my feet popped in, and let it start curing. I got 4 ounces mixed up, and I think I'm going to do this different because I don't know how much I need. So I'm really just going to spread some sand in here first. As you can see, there is a bunch of junk in there. I might try to get a little bit of it out, but unfortunately, that's what I was grabbing when I was at the beach. This is probably going to be like a wall plaque. I don't think I need that much in here. I think I'll take some out. More of a little wall plaque than anything else. Little tray. This is only 7 inches. So I'm just going to mix the resin in here because I don't think I need all 4 ounces. But I don't know. I don't want it too thick. Watch, I'll probably need more than 4 just because I said that. Maybe I will need all 4 ounces. I do want it thick because I want my feet to stick in there upside down. I guess I'm going to use all of this, guys. I am now. Just make sure all your sand, if you're doing it this way, make sure all your sand is wet. Feel like it's cake batter. Okay, I think it's all wet. Now I'm just gonna level it out. Like cake batter. Grab a paper towel. Okay, then I'm going to get some of these bubbles out. Okay, now I'm going to lay my little feet in there. Let me get this out of the way. Let's see, these ones will go. Now, remember, I'm just going to kind of pretend they're walking. On the edge, because I do want to put a beach scene in there. Okay, that's pretty much it. I don't want them submerged. We want to be able to get them out pretty easily. And then, I guess when I'm done, I will do the beach from here up. I think I'll get some shells and things to put on this edge too. Got some little starfish. Hoping it just stays on the top. I have sand dollars, but they're a little too big for this scene. Let's see, I've got some different shells to choose from. They're probably gonna sink, but that's all right because I'm going to be putting a top coat on. I like things in threes. It just looks a little bit better. Odd numbers, I should say. Let's see. Really need a pair of tweezers. Hopefully they're not gonna sink. Let's cross our fingers. Really don't want them sinking. Some of them are heavy. All right, let's let this cure for a little while, not completely. I mean, unless I completely forget about it and walk away before that happens. I'm gonna just get some of this junk out of it since it's rising to the surface. Clean it up a little bit, but you won't see most of this because it's going to be under some blue waves and water. Okay, good enough. All right, I'm done for now. It's ready. and I'm nervous. I'm really nervous because I haven't done waves in such a long time and I don't want to mess them up, but my feet are stuck in there good. The sand is not completely cured, but it's good enough to go. The only thing I did is I added a sprinkle of glitter and I added a couple shark's teeth. Check out these shark's teeth. My neighbors give me shark's teeth. My pool girls, look at these. Some of these are really big, really super cool. So I took a couple, look at that one. That one's pretty cool. So my neighbor found they found all of these actually. Every single one that I have, they found at my local beach when they wash up on shore. Well, they don't even wash up. You have to dig for them sometimes in the sand, but they were so generous. They gave me some. I didn't even have to go searching for them. So I did put two. I put two in, one right there and a little teeny tiny one right there. And then I sprinkled a little bit of glitter. You know, I had to do that. So what I did, I propped it up on some sticks right here. I might prop it up on a little bit more. Just because I don't want my waves coming this way. So I'm going to make sure they're going that way. And if I have to drop it, I will. I have my ocean white to do my waves. I have two colors of blue, azure and blue, one lighter, one darker. I've already split my resin up, so I just need to mix it all up and get it poured in. And hopefully this will be a really cool piece when I'm done. We shall see, right? Now we want them transparent because I don't want like a dirty, nasty ocean. But I definitely want two different colors. And I will test them on my... See, that's too light. Way too light. You can never go by what you're seeing in your cup, because you're looking at it deep. And we're not going to be looking at it deep. We're going to be looking at it shallow. So test it on a piece of something. Paper towel, whatever, until you're happy with the color. Then I'm going to let this sit here. I'm using my 4-hour fast cure again. I wasn't going to, but then I'm like, I need these waves to be thick. See, that's a pretty color. I want the waves to be thick so it's not going to blow my waves everywhere. I want, you know what I mean? I don't want the waves to be blown to bits when I push them with my heat gun. So I did use my thickest resin, which is the 4-hour. And I'm so nervous. I haven't done waves in so long. I hope I don't mess them up, because I really want this piece to look good. I want to be able to put a decal over that. Gonna need more. And they will merge together, I hope, naturally at the line. Let's check it. Yep, two distinct colors. And then my white, I'm going to use my ocean white for the ocean. Just a little tiny dot. I'm not going to go crazy with the white. It is so pigmented. You do kind of need a torch for this to make some cells in your white. It definitely helps. Where did my cap go? There it is. Okay, here we go. I'm so nervous. So nervous. Okay. So this is the way it's going to be. I just want it to sit at an angle, like I said, but I might have to take it down from the angle. I don't know how much I'm going to need. I mixed up probably too much, so I don't want that many sticks underneath this. And then some of this color. I left my feet in for now, just in case this resin was going to touch them. I didn't want it to go down inside. And let's see, I want to pop some bubbles. See how that's touching? That's what I didn't want to happen. That's why I left my feet in, so I'm going to stick another stick under there. I don't mind my shells underneath, but I don't want the feet underneath. I've got my heat gun. I'm just going to heat it and see how thick it is. All right, that looks pretty good. I'm going to take my white. I'm going to do one at a time. I'm just going to make a line across here. And then push it out with the gun. And then you can torch it, and it should help make cells. That was just a little bit. I'm going to do more. I was just nervous to do it. So I'm going to add some more white. But it's pretty nice and thick, so it's not blowing everywhere. And I'm going to add some up here as well. This is not my go-to white for waves, but I wanted to try it. And it's not making many cells. Let me see if my alcohol will help. It does. Let's just hope it stays like that. Can you see? I think what I'm going to do is add a little at the top there. Or should I leave it? No, I'm going to add more. Now I'm going to leave it. I've got it propped up. It shouldn't go anywhere. Then when it's cured, I'll take the feet out and go from there. All right, it's the next day. I'm not crazy how the waves ended up, but there's nothing I can do about it now. I printed out my little phrase, which says, "It was then that I carried you." And I absolutely hate transfer tape. Absolutely hate it because my words, especially when it's that small, never comes out. So I use painter's tape and it works every time. The only problem is you can barely see through it to get it lined up. So you kind of have to do your best guess. So that's what I'm going to do, is my best guess. So I'm going to put this here. Hopefully it's as straight as it can be. And then, I'm not sure how a top coat's gonna go because of the feet. So I'm still undecided on the top coat. There we go. But I guess I'm going to have to top coat because I need to hold those in. Yeah. So I think I'm gonna leave my feet in still. I'm just gonna top coat the wave part, not, I don't know. Actually, no, I do want to go over these so the teeth don't fall out. So I guess I'm going to top coat around all the feet. I'll be right back. Okay, I think I have a plan. I have an idea. Not sure if it's gonna work. I'm gonna take the feet out now, and to tie in my gold, I'm going to fill my feet in with a mixture of gold glitter. I don't know. Then once the feet are cured, I think I'm going to flood coat the whole thing so it's one level, because right now it kind of tilts that way. And it's thicker this end, obviously, than this end. So I think I'm going to cake my feet out. Aren't they cute? Now I don't know if I want to. They come out really super clean. They look so adorable. But they do leave sharp edges because I didn't have it on the underneath side. I need to somehow get this one out. Come on, there it comes. Look at those, so cute. That stuff is in the sand. So I almost want to leave them like that. Yeah, I really like them like that. I think there's a little bit, no, this one doesn't have a lip. That one's gonna flow right into the foot, so I don't have a choice. Like the rest of these have a little lip around them, and I probably could have flood coated right around them, but this one flows right down into that foot. So I am going to have to fill them. I am gonna fill them. All right, let me mix up a little bit of resin. I hope I don't ruin the whole thing, but get a good look now. Because if you don't fill them up, this is what they look like, and I think they're super cute that way, but unfortunately this one right here is gonna flow right into the foot with clear. All right, let me grab some resin. Okay, I'm not excited to do this, but it has to be done. I know you guys are probably like screaming at the TV not to do this, but I don't have a choice. And a little bit of the chunky in here too. If I'm gonna do it, I might as well do it, right? Here goes nothing. We're gonna lose the little toes, obviously. At least we'll have the foot shape. Oh, I don't want to do this. I'm gonna have to come up with a different project for these little feet so I could see the little toes. I'm not filling it up because when I flood coat it, the clear will fill it up. I made way too much. I only made 1 ounce. I guess I could fill them all the way since I have enough. It's not bad, but it's definitely not the, you know, the look I was wanting. All right, I am going to let that cure and be right back. Okay, the little feet are cured and ready to pour over, but I had a brilliant idea. I had these parts left. Remember that clock competition that Tanya paid for? I have parts left. What do you think if I make this into a clock? Isn't that brilliant? Here's the part, except I think I need to get a bigger one. This one's not quite long enough. I won't know till I unmold, but I think that this would look amazing as a clock. So I mixed up 5 ounces of resin, and I'm just gonna pour it over and get this cured, and then we'll see when we pop it out tomorrow how thick this is going to be, if I can even make it into a clock. So I'm just going to pour this. I didn't run this through my machine, so there are bubbles in it. I'm just lazy and impatient. So I'm just going to pour it from up high, a very thin stream. So hopefully most of the bubbles will pop on their way down. I don't know if I'll need all 5 ounces or not. I'm just going to pour it until it's all covered. I don't necessarily need to use all of it. But I just want it to be an even face. I don't want it to be, you know, slanted. So I'm just going to get this poured, and then we will be back tomorrow. Okay, I've done a couple things since I last saw you. So I top coated it because there was a lip around the edge. I was not able to dome that cake pan because it was way too thick. So I took it out of the mold and I put a clear coat over the whole thing to get rid of that edge. Right here needs to be trimmed, not really trimmed, but sanded with like a nail file, but everything else is nice and smooth and rounded. This is the back. Don drilled me a hole so I could put it together as a clock, so I've already put that on to make sure I can do that without him. And after he drilled the hole, I realized I didn't even look at the words to see if they fit. Thank God they did fit, otherwise we would have drilled right through them. So I bought some numbers at Hobby Lobby, and I think I'm just going to put on the 12, the 3, the 6, and the 9. I don't think I'm going to do the rest. And then we'll get the hands on and take my final pictures. What do you guys think? I'm not too upset about the feet with the gold in them. I think it looks pretty. I like it. I'm not crazy about the waves, but what are you gonna do? All right, so I'm going to get these on, and because the camera's like in my way and I don't want to screw them up, I'll come back with it finished. There we go. It is done. I have to tighten the back up because I don't have a little, I don't know what you call it, wrench to tighten up that nut right there. But other than that, there it is. It turned in a wall plaque to a clock. And that's my first, well, I guess second clock since the competition we did. Now, these aren't dry, so once they're dry, I will clean them up and get the glue off. I used my E6000 glue to hold them on, so I do need to trim around them, but I'm gonna wait till they dry. So let me know what you think in the comments. I hope you enjoyed it. If you want these little feet to make what you want to make, you will find that in the description box on the eBay store. I hope you enjoy it, and I will see you guys tomorrow. You all have a blessed day. Stay tuned for the last pictures, all right? Bye.